Hello, everybody. This is Angus from NovaStar. Now I'm in the Amsterdam. So welcome to our training today. Today we prepared the second topic about our system. So today's topic will going to be the NovaLCT and Viplex Express, the basic configuration. Why we ran this topic? Because actually, even you know a lot about NovaStar product, about controller, but sometimes when you first time see the NovaLCT software, you may feel a little bit confused because there's a lot of option, a lot of things you want to have a try, but you worried about maybe make any mistake. So this time we will give you a clear logic about our software to help you to know, even if that is the first time you use NovaStar software, you can still handle it. And during the training, I will show you the real steps on the software and give you some steps, some tips, so that maybe before you didn't clear about all the things, but now I will give you the explanation. If you have any question, please leave it in the chat room. Okay, let's go on. So every time when we use the NovaLCT, this software, we should make sure the first important things, that is, we have the correct hardware connection. So here, this is the typical system structure. If you already joined the training to this before, okay, you can see this is the computer, this is sending controller, and this is screen. This screen. So here the control computer. Here we provide the order signal from the USB cable or the Ethernet cable. We also use this computer to provide video source. Okay, if we confirm everything already be connected, so next step is going to know, okay, how we can start with NovaStar software. So the standard steps of configure the LED screen is the things we're going to talk about. Okay, before I show you the next page, is there anyone can tell me how many steps if I ask you to set up a new screen? You can type your answer in the chat room. How many steps? 2 steps, 4 steps, or 3 steps? Okay, I see someone said 4 steps, 3.5. Okay, why 3.5? And someone said 3 steps. Okay, 4 steps. Okay, now I give you the answer that comes from NovaStar officially. That is the 5 steps. Okay, I saw a lot of person you say 4 steps in chat room, but sorry, the 5 steps. So here, I'm sure there's one very basic things maybe it's not you thought that is not important, but that is really influenced how we can set up the screen successfully or not. Okay, let's see what is the 5 steps from NovaStar to configure the LED screens. The first step, the graphic card settings. I believe the person who said 4 steps, you should didn't including this one, the graphic card settings. Yeah, this is important. Later I will show you why it is important. The second step is the sending card or sending controller settings. The third is the receiving card settings. Fourth is the screen connection. Or maybe you said, okay, for this 4 steps, you can have the screen to show the image. But in NovaStar view, if only when you show the content on the screen, that screen is the one which can working well, right? If we only has a screen, cannot show the correct image, it makes no sense. So set up the screen is the important part, and how we can show the image is also very important. So after these 5 steps, we believe you can have your screen, no matter the big one or small one, working well with the correct image. Okay, let's see them step by step. First, the graphic card settings. The graphic card settings here, we have to show you different moods of your computer. Actually, this settings is of your computer. Your computer settings is important. So you can choose the copy mode or the extend mode or the second screen only. So this is the way how you show the image on the screens, because only when you set up the correct mode, you can know, okay, what is the correct image of your screens. And this step is only for the client who will use the computer to provide the video source. Okay. So here, normally we choose the copy mode or the extended mode of the screens. But even sometimes we set up the correct computer settings, computer display settings, we still met some problem. Maybe the image on the screen is not very clearly. This is the problem we met before. So there's a option that in the system we have the display settings, So here actually we have the SKU and the layout. Because in the past time the graphic card don't have this functionality. So if you use the old product like the MCTR 300 5 or 6 years before, you no need to check this step. But for now, the graphic card become more and more powerful. So I believe 99% graphic card in the market have this function, the scale and the layout. So here, please remember to change the size of tags, apps, or other items to the 100%. That is the recommended one, because only in this 100% layout, we can show the image really pixel by pixel. We can have the most clear image. So this is very basic, but I believe most of person will ignore about this step. Actually, this is really, really important. Really important. So after the graphic card settings, that means our computer can show the correct resolution to our device, to our controller. So next step is how we can use our software to control the device to do the following screen connection settings. So I believe this software, the NovaLCT, you met it every day. You made it every day, you use it every day. So some of you should be very familiar about this. And from now on, I will not use the presentation. It's always picture, nothing activity. So I will switch to the software, NovaLCT, to show you the steps together. Okay. So the first step, when we get this image, we need to check whether we already have the control system. Here, the control system number one. Okay, this is very important tips. A lot of clients tell me, okay, we have the device to connect the computer, but we only has one connected. But actually, the control system here means how many USB cable connect between the device controller and the computer. For example, if you have two MCDRL 300, but these two devices cascading together, okay, so here the control system will still be one. Only when we see the real details of the device, we can see how many devices we connected with one USB cable. So first, the things we need to confirm, we already has the control system. This is important. And if sometimes when the first time you open the software, maybe the connection didn't set up successfully between the device and the computer, you can go to the system to click reconnected. You can click this option. After this one, we have the control system. The important thing is we need to log in. We go to the user. So the user in the user menu, we have three options: advanced synchronized system user login, and demonstration login, and the medium player login. So the one which we use every day is the advanced synchronized system user login. This one, is the correct option when you already has the hardware connection. But for the demonstration login, this mode that we also call it the demo mode. So that means when you don't have any hardware connected, but you still want to say some parameters or settings in the software, you can choose the demonstration login. Okay, so now my computer is already connected with one device. So I go to the advanced synchronized system. The password here is very simple. That is ADMIN, admin. Okay, so when you are logging successfully, you can see here we have a new option, screen configuration. And I believe most of you are very familiar about this option, because if we want to set up screen successfully, the screen configuration is very important. It's very important. So we go to these options. So in this interface, that is the system asks you to connect which device if we have more than one device connected. So now I only has one USB cable connected with my computer, so I just click next. Okay, so in this interface, the screen configuration, we have three parts. It's very important. The first, the sending card, we can also call it the sending controller, and the receiving card and the screen connection. Let's see them one by one. The first thing is the current display mode. Actually, this part we're going to check the resolution settings on the sending controller. And here we can see this is the sending card resolution, and this is the graphic output resolution. Okay, one more tips. Here the graphics output resolution, which is the computer which we are using, not the video player we are using. So this is different. So only when you use the computer which connect with your hardware, we need to focus on the graphic output resolution, because only when the graphic output resolution is the same as the sending card resolution, our device can show you the best effects of the image. So here, if you use computer to provide video source, we need to make sure the graphic output resolution should be the same as the sending card resolution. If you use another player, like the DVD player, video processor, you just make sure the sending card resolution is the same as that device. So this is the first part which will easy to have misunderstanding. Okay, so that's why I said the current display mode is the place we check the sending controller resolution settings. So if the input video source is the standard one, we can just change the resolution here. Here is the standard resolution which we met every day, and the refresh rate we can also set up here. This is the resolution or refresh rate which we can support. But if your input resolution has the customized resolution, what we're going to do is go to the custom resolution. So you can set up your controller as the resolution which you want. So normally, if that is not the regular resolution, we suggest you to set up the sending card resolution as the same as you input or as same as you screen. We suggest you set this video source configuration custom resolution as the same as your screen. So this is about the source configuration. Okay, then the rest part is the hard backup. We will have one session, specific session to talk about hardware, the hardware backup. So today we will not talk too much about this. We leave it for the next. We leave it to the next step, next session. So in the sending controller interface, the important thing is to configure the video source and set up the correct sending card resolution. I repeat again, in the sending card resolution should be the same as the input video source. If you use the computer, which connect your device directly to provide video source, we should make sure the graphic output resolution here is the same as the sending card resolution. Okay, so this is about the sending card part. Then we go to the receiving card. The receiving card here, we will not talk too much about how to change the parameters. But here, I just inform you the most important step, basic step. When the first time you get your screens, you can log from the file, that is the RCFG file, which you get from your manufacturer. Your manufacturer has the responsibility to provide you the correct RCFG-X file. So here, from here, you can load the RCFG file from your manufacturer. If you don't have the correct RCFG file, you can read from the receiving card. We click this one. You can get we can get the information back from the sending card number, output number, and the receiving card number. If we read it back, okay, this is the one which I'm using with this screen. I connect with this screen. So when I get the correct things, we can save it, save to file. Yeah, we can save file like Angus. So in this way, you can get the correct RCFG-X file from your screen directly. Even your manufacturer didn't provide you the correct RCFG-X file. You can also do this. When you have it, next time if you met a problem with the receiving card, you just load and click this one. Save everything in your receiving card in the hardware device. Okay, so I believe maybe some of you are very interested about how to create RCFG-X file. That is a long story and a little bit complex. So we prepared a video on our YouTube channel. You can go to YouTube channel to see how to create the RCFG-X file with the standard steps. Okay. So when the sending card setting well, when the receiving card setting well, we will get what? We will get the cabinet can show the image. Wait a moment, let me do this. Reset. Okay, so when we set up the sending card well, when we send the receiving card well, you can see here. You can see here, the two cabinet can show the correct image, but they show the same image. They show the same image. When we already get this step, that means we can do the screen connection. We go to the screen connection. Oh, I need to reset all. Okay, so in the screen connection, first, the most important thing is we need to image we are standing in front of the screen. This is important. Only when we should image we are standing in front of the screen, then we can know, okay, the cable connection, which is the first one, which is the second one. Okay, so if we already know we are standing in front of the screen, first things, we need to tell the system how many columns and how many rows I have for the real screen. So here, the demo screen, we have 2 columns and 1 rows. It will be like this. Then I select the correct sending card number. I select the correct output number 1. And here the receiving card size. So this part is actually that is the receiving card resolution, not the physical size. Please be careful. This is the receiving card resolution. So here from the receiving card, we can read it back. That is 192 by 192. So here I changed it 192 by 192 and used our mouse to do the screen connection like this. Start, end. And if you don't want to do it by mouse one by one, we can also do like this. Here we can choose a quick connection. Start, end. Start, end. It's very simple, right? And for the for the offset, the start position of the image, here we can change it from, we can choose the image start from the 0 and 0 position of the image, or we can change it as we want, So if this is, if everything is correct, the sending card correct, the output correct, the receiving card resolution correct, the cable connection correct, we can go to click send to hardware. We can see after click these settings, the screen will show the correct image. So this is the most basic settings how we can do the screen connection. But sometimes we cannot make sure, okay, how we can confirm the cable connection. Sometimes we are standing in front of the screen, but we forgot what is the correct cable connection. We can use this function, the enable mapping. When I click this one, we can see the screen. I'm not sure that you can see it very clearly or not, but here we can show the number. That's the port 1, the second receiving card. Port 1, first receiving card. So this is the mapping function, which is in all the A series receiving card and a part of the MRV receiving card. If you are really interested about this function, you need to check the specification, which receiving card support it. But if you already use the A series receiving card like A4S, A8S, no worry, you always have this function. Always have this function. So after this, with the mapping function, it can help us make the screen connection easily. Just to make sure, okay, we are standing in front of the screen. Okay, this is the most important things. And the same, when we finish all the settings here, remember to save it. We remember to save it, because if you forgot to save it, when you power off, power on, all the connection will go. Or you can also save to file. And the next time when you need it, you can load from the file. It's the same as the receiving card configuration file. Okay, I believe this is very simple and basic. If you are experienced with NovaStar, you already know about this. But if you're the newcomer with NovaStar, I hope this help for you. But after all these settings, the screen just can show the image, but cannot show the correct content. Yeah, we still need something to to provide the content. If you work with NovaStar a long time, you should know about Nova Studio. Yeah, I believe some of you really know about this software and maybe feel headache about this software. But now we already has the new software which can replace Nova Studio and which is much more stable and user friendly. The name of that one is the Viplex. That is the Viplex. Wait a moment. Yeah, the Viplex Express. You can download it from our website. And this one, you can always use it in the studio mode, which working with most controller. And you can also use it at the synchronized mode, which working with the Taurus product. So because today we are not talk about the Taurus, so the following software settings, I will only show you the studio mode, that is you use computer to provide correct image, correct content of your screens. Okay, I will switch to the software. Okay, so this is the Viplex Express Studio mode. So when you first time you open you turn on this software, the system will ask you which mode you want. This is the studio mode. If you already use this software but only has the experience with the asynchronous mode, you can go to this place, choose the working mode as the studio mode. Okay, so with this software, it's very simple that we need to create a window, the play windows to show the content. So normally we can click New Solution. We choose the regular screens. Okay, we're getting this interface. We're getting this interface. You can see in this corner, we have the black play windows because we didn't put anything inside. We didn't put anything inside. So with this one, it's very simple because you just need first step, you need to check the resolution of your screens. So we need to go to the playback window. We use the playback window settings. So in this one, we need to tell this software, okay, in which resolution or in which position you start to show the image and what is the resolution of the play windows. So the X and Y, that is position of the image. Because for now I use the computer as extended mode, so I need to offset the start position from the 1920. But if you use your computer with the copy mode, if you remember what is copy mode, you just keep X as zero. Under the W and H, that is width and height. That is the resolution of your screen. Because now it only has 2, so the resolution is only 384 by 192. Okay, so we click OK. Then this window place is the one which you're going to show on your desktop. And simple things, you can click File. Yes, and we go to this one. We go to the, let me check one. Yeah, I have a logo. Here. You can see I put the logo in the middle, and I can move it to the position which I want. But now I want this logo to show the whole image. So we no need to, we can do like this, but we can also have the simple way, that is, we just click the options here. It can show image to the whole screens. And here you can also choose whether you want to lock the ratio or not. Okay, so now I choose to show the image in the whole screens. If I confirm, and I can also choose the how long I want to play it and how many times. Okay, if everything in the settings you already know, you can click play. When you click play, okay, so you can see in this corner we have the image, and this is the console which you can control. You can control the display windows. You can see here right now I just disable the scale function. For now, you can see the screen will show the image which I show here. Right? So this is how the Viplex Express working as the studio mode. You can also add the text on it. You can make a clock. You can show the weather. You can show the video. You can do everything what you want. And actually, on the YouTube channel, we always has the software settings video for each single functions. So if you are interested in Viplex Express, this software, you can also follow our channel to see what you can do with the Viplex Express, this software. Okay, so I just stop here. Yep. So this is the very simple software. When you already set up everything, you can see the image on your screens. Okay, so let's do a simple summary. What we have today. If we want the screen show the image, we need to have the graphic card settings. Yeah, we choose the correct mood of your computer, and we need to confirm the resolution, and don't let the screen, let your computer to scale the layout or not. This is the first one. Then we have the NovaLCT. We need to set up the correct setting card settings, the resolution, the refresh rate. Then we have the receiving card settings. So here we just suggest you to load or save the RCFG file from your supplier. We don't suggest you to create a new one by yourself if you know nothing about your screens. It's really dangerous. And when after the crack the software, crack the sending card settings, after crack the receiving card settings, the screen connection is very important. And standing in front of your screen is the things you need to build it up in your mind, the front view. Okay. After this, your screen can show the image. Then we need to use the Viplex Express to show the image if you use computer to provide a video source. Of course, if you have some DVD player or any other video source, any other video device, you no need to use Viplex Express. But if you still need computer to provide video source, Viplex Express always be the most stable solution and option for you. Okay, I think this is all the topic for today, the basic NovaLCT and the Viplex Express settings. I hope you get the things what you want. And there's one more thing I didn't mention in my last training, because this year we have the new certified certification for the engineer who passed the final examination. So if you are interested about this certified paper, please join on the training and also join the final exam. I believe it will help you in the future. Okay, that is about the most part of our training.